Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the PDC Media Day ahead of the World Championships at Alexandra Palace. The Bullet, Stephen Bunting, is here with me. Steve, how are we, my friend? It's been a few months since we last spoke to each other. I mean, you've always got a big smile on your face, pal. Nothing ever gets you down. Are you ready for the Worlds?
Yeah, no, just really looking forward to it, to be honest. Coming in well number four, playing some fantastic darts, and just can't wait to get started now. Obviously, a few days prep before it all kicks off, but yeah, I'll make sure I'm ready for that first game.
How would you sum up your 2025, Steve? Obviously, World Series wins, a nightly Premier League win as well, a few wins on the floor in Europe as well. Would you say it's a major success? I know you probably wouldn't say that about the Premier League, but outside of that sphere, it's been a decent year for you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think I've had a successful year, to be fair, so far. There's been bits that I've not been happy with, but like you said, winning a few World Series events, getting myself up to world number four, competing in the Premier League, and winning on obviously on the European Tour and the Pro Tour. Yeah, semi-finals of the Worlds last year, so a lot of things to be smiling about, and just keeping myself positive as well, even in defeats, not looking too much into it, taking the positives out of that game and then moving on to the next tournament.
I mean, you light up any arena that you go to, no matter where it is in the world, wherever it is in Europe or even in the UK and Ireland. What is it for you that makes the Palace so special?
I think Ali Pali, I think Christmas time, driving up the hill to the venue and seeing everyone dressed as traffic cones, Superman, Spider-Man. It's just a really great vibe. Obviously, you feel great around Christmas time anyway. And yeah, it's just such a special venue. The fans in there are always very polite, always behind the player who they love. And thankfully, I've got a great fan base. And I really do feel that at Ali Pali. And like I said, driving up that hill, the goosebumps on the back of your neck, all stick up, the hairs on the back of your neck. And yeah, it's just the best place ever to play that.
What would it mean to you, Steve? Obviously, you've been a semi-finalist at the Worlds, like you just mentioned there. We can't let Littler go back to back, can we? I mean, he's done back to back slam. I know you're good pals with him and the family as well. I mean, the niceties are not going to be there at Alexandra Palace if you face him in the final in January. You're going to have to stop him, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. And I mean, that was the plan last year, obviously losing out to him in the semi-final. And he goes on to win it. But listen, he's a fantastic player. But there's several other fantastic players who are going to be there at the Ali Pali who all need stopping. So there's only one person who can lift that trophy towards the end of the day. And I just need to make sure that my name's in that hat. I'm still playing to my best ability, and I just take it one game at a time. Whoever's in my way needs to be demolished and moved out the way. And I'll be doing everything from now till the world final to make sure that I'm in a great shape, I'm playing my best darts, I'm mentally prepared, and make sure I give something to the Bunting Army to cheer about and shout me all.
You mentioned the Bunting Army there. Do you ever feel pressure from the fan base to win these big titles? Because obviously you've got the capabilities. We know how good you are, but something like a world title deserves to be next to the name of Stephen Bunting.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't really feel the pressure from them, to be fair, because I know they're with me through the thick and through the thin. Obviously, we've had some great times over the last few years, and we've had some pretty dire ones, to be honest. But it comes rough and smooth. They know as long as I get up on that hockey and give 110%, they're always there. They're always shouting my name. The Let's Go Bunting mental chants forever. Let Stephen Bunting chants, and yeah, especially at Ali Pali, you feel all that. There'd be games where things don't particularly go right for you, but them fans can get me back on track and get me back into any match. So yeah, they're really important. They know how important their role is. We keep putting the lyrics onto Titanium when they're singing me track on the walk on. So it's so important, and the fans are my 12th man, to be honest. They get me through so many games, and like I said, not always you'll be on the hockey and you'll feel your best. But when you do, they're a massive part of helping towards that.
Do you reckon you'd ever change Titanium? I mean, it's your song. It's so synonymous with you. Has it ever crossed your mind going in to a fresh year, a new World Championships, that you fancy a bit of a change?
I think it was so easy to get away from the Bird is the Word song. Obviously, it just didn't feel right, but Titanium just feels right. The lyrics, obviously, fire away, is throwing darts and nothing to lose. It literally is nothing to lose when you go up on them big stages. Just give it your all, and the lyrics really do hit home. It's my favourite. It's my son's favourite song as well, and I love Sia and David Guetta as well. I love the song. I love what it stands for, and yeah, I honestly can't see myself changing now till I finish playing.
You mentioned Toby there. Has he been practicing in front of a mirror what his poses are going to be on the camera? Is how excited is young Toby to be back at the Palace?
Yeah, he absolutely loves it. Obviously, he gets more airtime than me, to be honest. When I'm winning, he's always on the telly and giving the fist pumps. And obviously, when I'm up on that stage, regardless of how many people's in a crowd, I can pick his voice above anyone else. And like I said, if things aren't going right, he'll let me know they're not, and he'll try and get me back on track. And he's my biggest supporter, to be fair.
Same stable as you, Beau Greaves. What do you think her ceiling could be at this World Championships? Of course, she's coming into it off the back of winning everything in the women's series. Do you see her getting into like the late sort of like knockouts of the competition? Because obviously she went toe to toe with Gary and Michael at the Slam just last week. She's really special, isn't she?
Oh, she is really special. I mean, over the shorter format, she's very, very dangerous. No one knows. It's going to be unexpected, whatever happens, because no one knows what she'll be like over that longer format, the World Championship. But I'm sure she'll make a really good account of herself. Like I said, she's a fantastic player. She's done brilliantly for the women's game. And now, obviously, getting a tour card, she's going to be a difficult opposition to play against. But yeah, I look forward to many battles with Beau. I think she's got a high ceiling. And only time will tell. I don't want to put too much pressure on her, to be fair. I know how the media and the perception of people can change, so like I said, I wouldn't want to big her up too much, because that can add pressure on her, and I think she just needs to focus on the darts, keep doing what she's doing, and she'll be absolutely fine, to be fair.
Stephen, £1 million this year if you win the World Championships. What will you be spending that cash on if you are the first £1 million man?
I don't think I'll be spending it, to be honest. I think it'll be the missus and my two kids. I might get a tenner here and there, to be fair, but yeah, I've not really thought about it, to be honest. I think it's amazing, £1 million. Who'd have ever thought that would be playing for a winner's pot of that? But yeah, that if you think about it too much, you can add more pressure on and affect your performance maybe. So I need to forget about that. The trophy is what I've always played for, to be fair. I want to win the World Championship, and I want to have that Sid Waddell trophy in me house for a few months and show all my mates, and I'd have something of proper value to be able to show them, rather than £1 million in the bank.
I'm interested to see how you're going to react to this question. I'm good pals with your biggest fan and stalker, Josh Pearson. He's got this question. Stephen, if you were to win the World Championships, but it meant immediately retiring and never picking up a dart again, would you do it?
Yeah. I think I want to win the World Championship that much. Yeah, I think you've completed it, haven't you, if you win the Worlds? I think, yeah, for me, that's the pinnacle. You can't get any better than winning a World Championship, and yeah, I mean, I still believe I've got 10 years left in the sport. So, yeah, I think that goes without saying. I'd love to win a World Championship, and if that was the option, then yeah, of course I'd choose that.